I think a lot of people feel that Tokyo is leading the pack as some kind of land of convenience. And who can blame them? The trains are fast, cheap, on time, 24-hour convenience stores in every corner, and of course some of the best vending machines where you can get hot coffee, pizza, and other kind of questionable items. But recently I found out there's a string of islands that are technically part of Tokyo. I mean, the houses have Tokyo addresses and everything. Today I'm riding a ferry that's going to the beautiful Shikinejima Island. There are no trains, convenience stores, and it's winter. This is the most difficult trip to plan I've ever done. It's winter right now, so I don't even know if the sightseeing spots that I want to see are open, or if there's going to be a place to buy food. But before worrying about all that, I need to make my way to the actual island. Today, I'm taking the ferry that departs from Shimoda in Shizuoka Prefecture. Operated by Shinshinkisen, one of the major ferry companies, although it does not go as far as Oshima, the reasonable prices and regular trips make it a rather attractive means of accessing some of the minor islands. However, for most people, including myself, the fact that it runs out of Shimoda can be an inconvenience. I had to ride the first train from Yokohama to make it on time, although seeing the sunrise from the train made it worth it, in my opinion. The ferry ride, despite the weather not being perfect, went without incident, and we safely pulled into dock. Alright, I arrived on Shikinejima, but it's pretty much the worst case scenario and it's raining. But at least there's a beautiful view. From here, I'm going to just get straight to my accommodation because I don't want to get completely soaked. Alright, it's finally stopped raining. I got a little nap at my hotel. And now I'm getting a chance to kind of explore the island, and so far it's really cool. I'm only here for 2 days. So there's an incredible onsen and an incredible view. But today is probably the only chance, if it even works out, that I'll have to see the sunset. So today we're going to the observatory. I think it's one of the tallest places on this island. Any pain or unpleasant experiences? I just forgot them. This is stunning. I think it's going to be hard to portray the depth in these cliff sides. The camera just might not get the depth that the human eye can, but this is stunning. Well, I got here a little late, but even so, you can see the sun setting. It was really amazing as it just started to peek down over that edge. I'm really glad I came here. It feels really off the beaten path. I only talked to one family who was up here also enjoying the Kanbiki observation deck. Just really not a lot of people in winter. And I can kind of understand why. I mean, looking at the weather challenges that I've had and stuff. Regarding the weather, especially in winter, traveling by ferry can involve some risk, since high waves or wind can result in cancellation. But not only is the sea calm, I get to enjoy clear skies as the sun sets on my first day on the island. Well, it's morning now. I got a really good rest. A little bit too much actually because I was pretty tired from traveling. But today, after seeing that wonderful view, I'm really looking forward to exploring more of this island. I think from here I want to do some hiking. And of course, I really want to experience the onsen, the Rotemburo, or outdoor bath, that is extremely popular here on Shikinejima. And also, I got to enjoy my breakfast here at this beautiful park. Oh, there's a ferry coming in. Right on time. I believe that's the same ferry I came on. But I was able to enjoy my coffee and my breakfast in peace. It's almost felt like I've had the island to myself in a way. And then anybody that I have talked to has been so friendly. It's been a great experience so far. I can't wait to go check out some of the hiking trails and kind of explore a bit more on the island. And maybe you noticed, I got some hot vending machine coffee. So that's one takeaway is, at least on Shikinejima, there's quite a few vending machines. You'll probably be okay unless maybe it's really busy. I did see a few items that were out of stock in one of the vending machines, but I'm ready to do some hiking, so let's get going. Alright, so I found the map. Here's kind of what we're looking at. We are right now somewhere around here. And the hiking spot is this brown marked trail. So I plan to go over here, and then we're gonna hike all the way around everywhere that we can until we're back here, where I want to enter the hot spring. But that means we're gonna see Kanbiki again, and we're also gonna see some of this area, which is kind of really interesting to me. But yeah, that's the plan. Let's go. Alright, I'm about to be able to make my way to this promenade. I think that's one theme I have noticed about Shikinejima is there are a lot of things here that would be amazing in summer. Like this beach. This beach would be incredible in summer. And I actually heard from the man that operated the ferries that since the coronavirus pandemic, it's gotten a bit slim even in peak season for tourists coming here. So if you can speak Japanese, I especially recommend if you can speak Japanese, this is an amazing place to visit. All right, Nakanora Beach was incredible, but now it's time to keep hiking. Kanbiki. Alright, well I was getting a little bit hungry, and along the trail there's actually a surprising amount of benches and picnic tables, so I thought I'd go ahead and sit down and have a little snack real quick. But that kind of made me think about that I should talk about food, the food experience on this island. And so far, it's not been the best. I think based on looking into it, there's some really nice restaurants on this island, but last night I tried to just walk into one, and I think what they said was they already had too many customers, so they couldn't service me. Now I kind of assumed that this would be a problem, so what I did is I brought a bunch of Calorie Mate. But for a lot of people, I think trips are all about eating a lot of interesting food, whereas for me, trips are more about seeing interesting things. Yeah, in Japanese, there's a saying, hana yori dango. And what it means is dumplings over flowers. Like you prefer dumplings over flowers. I think where it comes from is flower viewing parties, where everybody's sitting out on a mat to enjoy the sakura cherry blossoms. But a lot of the times they have food. And what can end up happening is everybody focuses more on the food than on the flowers. And I think for my trip taking, it's exactly the opposite. I prefer flowers over food. So for me, this is just fine, but it might not be so fine for people that are more, you know, food inclined. It's amazing how many islands you can see from Kanbiki observation point. That one, I believe is Nijima. The little tall one that's kind of spiky out there that you can see, that's Toshima. And the furthest thing out there that you can just barely make out, that's Oshima. My plan is to go to Oshima after this, but for now, at least we can see it there. All right, now it's time to continue the hiking train. Let's see what else the trails of this island have to offer. All right, well, I'm at a crossroads. It looks like I can either go this way and make it a little bit faster to get the hot springs, which is a valid choice because I'm starting to run out of time. It's already around 4. it being winter, it gets dark pretty early. Or I can go this way and, see a bit more of the, interesting observation points and hike a bit more. I think I'm gonna go with hike a bit more. This thing is crazy. It's like they just built a giant wooden deck in the middle of nowhere. But at least from here, you can see some pretty interesting views. Very, almost like, not like Japan views, I feel like. That kind of reminds me of American parks in a way, with the color of the rocks and everything. Very interesting. Wow, this place is pretty amazing too. It's called Kuma no I, which I don't know if that means bear's well, or I'll probably find out after the video is made and put it in a subtitle, but yeah, very beautiful spot. I found a climby thing. I'm gonna go climb it. It looks like we're here. So we only have a little bit more to go. Well, maybe a little bit more to go than I'd like, but a little bit more to go before we get to the hot spring. But Climby Thing takes precedent right now. Climby Thing is very important. Whoa, すごい amazing. Motto. Climby Thing, show me your secrets. Whoa, amazing. And this is Climby Thing. It's amazing.
And after my fateful encounter with Climby Thing, not only did it get dark, but it also started to rain. And since I was departing for Oshima the next day, it looked as if I wouldn't be able to experience the hot spring. But there was still time. The morning of my departure, I took a risk and went to the beautiful Jinata Onsen. This onsen's water mixes with seawater, providing a unique natural experience. But because of this, the tide has to be at just the right height to access it, and the temperature of the water changes with the tide as well.
Alright, I was finally able to enter the onsen. You can see the tide is rising right now. So the seawater just keeps coming. So I don't have much time, but thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, give it a like. If you didn't, you probably know what to do in that case. If you want to see more videos like this, feel free to subscribe. And yeah, I don't want my camera to get wet, so that's it. Thank you. Bye. But, back to my point about convenience. It's true it's not as convenient as some places, like Tokyo. But there's just experiences here that you can't get anywhere else.